This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. Antony Fowler, the main man, how are you?
I'm all good, thanks, Steve. How are you, mate?
I'm very well, and I'll take two. I'm just saying I've got ready for the occasion with me Everton shirt on here.
Like I said last time, put it in the bin.
And we'll get straight into it. Every time I'm at a show, everybody who speaks to me, the first question that they usually ask is, when's Fowler back out? Can you give us any news?
Yeah, no, I thought the Shane today, Shane phoned me today, said, what are you doing? Because I've been off for about, like, it's been about 12 weeks now, I think, since I've been there in London, but I was in Miami for that Dubois fight, and like I had like 2 weeks away from my family, and like I missed my son, and like at the time my girlfriend was heavily pregnant and stuff, and I felt really guilty over there that I was away from them all. My girlfriend was struggling, my little lad was unwell when I was away and stuff, so I just thought like I need to like prioritize my family a bit more. Now. Like I've always been really selfish in my life to get to where I got to, but I'm a little bit older now, and like I've got a young family, so I don't feel as though it's right to just like go back to camp in London and leave them all to struggle because like my girlfriend's hasn't got no family, all her family in Italy. So in Liverpool, she's just me bothered none of her family. So I've got a small family myself, so if I just get off to London, she's stuck in the house with 3 kids. She's got a daughter as well, so she's got a daughter and 2 little babies. It's next to impossible. Like even both of us here now, it's like every day is a struggle, mate. Like it's just that if one cries, the one cries, and it's just a bit of just an hard time, mate. It's probably harder than boxing, if I'm being honest. Like being like man, 2 babies, probably harder than boxing, mate. So I was trying to make my life a little bit sorted, like a little bit settled before I start like training and competing. I still train every day and stuff. I'm still in the gym. I'm still doing weights, hitting the bag and punching and like doing running and stuff. But I'm not like in a position to start dieting, losing weight, sparring, living away from home. It's a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. You fortunately, and you're in a position where you can have that little bit of time away, but do you ever get the phone calls from Eddie or anyone asking when you're fit or pushing you into when you're coming back?
I don't think he give a fuck, mate. It's just more Shane. Like Shane's phoned me the other day and was like, "What's happened?" type of thing. And I said to him, well, what I've just told you, mate. I said, look, Shane, I can't just get off, mate, to London and leave me missus with 3 kids, mate. It's not really fair, do you know what I mean? It's like, so I'm trying to just like get them all. My little boy's going nursery soon, obviously my little girl's still a baby, but once she starts sleeping a bit better, now she'll be a bit easier to cope.
But you'll be definitely back, and when the time's ready for you.
Yeah, I just need that set. I just need to take my life, my personal life, in order to be selfish in my life. Like when I was younger, I put myself first. I missed people's birthdays, weddings. I missed a lot of stuff because I come first in my career. So I always put myself first. Where now I'm trying to be like a good dad and just like put my kids first.
Good man. Last thing on you, Ant. A little bit strange of a question. I was reading Carl Froch's autobiography last week, and I don't know if you know, but in one of the chapters, he names you as a potential world champion. Is that still your aim?
Nice. Yeah, well, you know what, mate. Me and Frosh, we had a lot of good sparring. Me and Frosh, we done really, really well. And like I was his main sparring man for that Rose fight, and when he won that fight, he actually sent me a big long text saying, "Mate, you helped me win that fight there, all that sparring, but you got me sharp and stuff." And we had really good sparring. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, it was nice, mate. But I do think I should have turned pro at 160. I think that 154 was a bad move. Like I've had like 12 weeks off now. I might over 200 pounds now. I might I got weighed today. I was 204 pounds and 4 foot. You know, I was making 154. I've still got abs. I've still got a pure six pack, and I'm like 54 pounds above 50 pounds above the limit. So I think even like 160 might be a bit too much for me now to get down to 160. Do you know what I mean? I have to lose 44 pounds. It's just my body's just like really filled out to what it should be, my natural weight, which is like 14 stone. Do you know what I mean?
You might be bridge weight when you come back.
Go and get me Baba, the Savage.
That's going to be the headline now, Ant.
Mate, the funny thing is, mate, I need to lose a stone to get the cruiserweight to get to bridgeweight. It's crazy.
It is like, and I can't have you on without talking about the huge fight this week. Eubank Benn, and as you've just alluded to, you've had your problems with which weight to go for, haven't you? How much is weight going to play an issue this Saturday?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I mean, like obviously, if Eubank can make the way comfortable, you see a comfortable win for Eubank. He's a lot bigger fella. He's boxed at a higher level. Like I do rate Eubank. Like he's got a way too sure, but recently, mate, he's beat the Gale. He's beat Liam Williams. He's beat goal fighters, mate. Like Conor Benn has he beat them big names. He's beat like two past the best. Like Algeria was past his best. He was way below. The other fella, Van Heeden, was it? He was inactive and he was like an old man as well. So they're Conor Benn's best wins, but they're both like cherry pick type of thing. Do you know what I mean? Where he did destroy them. So don't get me wrong, he blitzed them both, which is good. But Eubank is a really tough fella. Him and his dad have got unbelievable chins. They're really like they're both really like hard to knock out. Like I seen George Groves hit Eubank with flush right hand, and he just took them. Yeah, he's got an unbelievable chin, but just that £3, mate. Like when I made 154 against Liam Smith for the last time, mate, it was dangerously low. And I remember my head was just banging, waiting for the weigh-in to start, and like even, and he's never boxed at 157 before, so making that weight cuts a hell of a harder fella. After like 4 or 5 rounds, same as me and Liam Smith, you start feeling the pace as it goes on. You start feeling like lethargy, and you get tired really, really fast. But Eubank is known for a great engine, so it's interesting, mate. But I think if Eubank is like at his best or like close to his best, it's an easy win for him.
Do you need to get the Benn hand?
Yeah, you hear that crying there?
Yeah.
That's all I ever hear, mate, these days, mate. In my sleep, mate, I lie there, I can hear screaming, no one's even crying. I can hear screaming when I'm trying to go to bed.
Oh, bless you, fella.
That's what it's like, mate. It's the worst.
I'll wrap it up dead quick, mate. I'll wrap it up dead quick. And have you seen Eubank's videos where he's been eating KFCs and he's at Salt Bay eating steak? Do you think that's all just fun and games?
If he's doing that, mate, he must be from off his head, mate. Like to make that 154, I'd literally die for 14 weeks. I wouldn't eat one bad thing, and that's like be really straight. That's like cut me carbs. I'd have carbs for my lunch, and I wouldn't have no carbs for the next day. I'd have to go for like a mile walk, like hour walk the night before bed. I was doing all mad stuff. So if he's doing that, making the weight, mate, fucking hell, Conor Benn's in trouble.
How does the fight end, do you think? And people, the common wisdom is it's going to be Eubank, the boxing class, or on points, or Conor Benn's going to have to somehow knock him out. Can you see any other way?
Mate, Eubank could easily stop Conor Benn. Mate, Conor Benn isn't the biggest 147. Like he's tiny next to me. He's tiny. Do you know what I mean? I was a 154 at one point. Conor Benn used to look like you think he can make 140 at one point, but he has put a lot of muscle on since, so he's grew into a big strong 147. But he's not a 160, is he? And Eubank is a solid 160. He's boxed at 168 and beat the Gale. So you're gonna think Eubank's a strong favourite, mate, but that £3, I want Conor Benn to win, by the way, so I hope that £3 just took a little bit out of Eubank. The first few rounds, you might win. Conor's got power and he's got a great engine in these games, so hopefully Conor Benn takes over the second half of the fight, but I think the smart money is probably on Eubank to win.
Can I quickly ask you a couple of other ones? And am I right in thinking that you had a sparring session with Savannah Marshall? I'm sure I've heard that you got. Is that true?
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, years ago, the GB team used to make me spar. They tried to make me spar the girls, so I didn't want to spar with girls. To the lead pulling me, I'm not sparring no girls. It's not good for me. Oh, just do it until we go for you. So I thought, what I'll do is I'll let Savannah hard. She won't want to spar me again, so I'll come out messing around and bang, give her a dead stiff jab to her face on her nose. She shit herself, and then like after the spar, she said to the coaches, I don't want to spar him again. and I give her a little stiff jab just to like let her know. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's reasons men don't fight women.
What do you make of the whole Savannah Clarissa showdown next weekend?
You know what? I think Savannah has just come out of a shell so much. Like as an amateur, she really did struggle with the confidence, and like I'd always see before fights, she looked dead white and dead nervous, and like sometimes she's like a bit of a rabbit in the headlights. Sometimes, and like she's got the potential. Like I remember sparring, she did put Jalen when she called me a few punches, and like she has got a lot of power for a woman. Do you know what I mean? She hits hard. So I do think as a pro, she's developed a lot better than Kalisha. Kalisha's still winning the fights, but she is bored and she is one paced. She's doing the same thing. She's in a comfort zone. She can't really step it up. Where Savannah's like a little knock-up merchant. Like that last fight she had, she's not that girl. That was like a solid, brutal KO, which you don't see that in women's boxing. She's like a different breed of women's boxer. Do you know what I mean? Like I think Peter Fiore really got her confidence out there where now she thinks, you know what, I can knock Shields out. Where when even amateurs made Shields, there's always had that pure confidence and like belief where Savannah didn't have it. Where now she's got it, I think she can win, mate. I definitely think she can win the fight.
Brilliant. And last one, and Fury Joshua, it's on, it's off, it's on, it's off. And then the latest that he said that Fury sent a contract for Derek Chisora to fight him in December. What do you make of it all?
I think Eddie Ain doesn't. I don't think Eddie wants to fight. Really, if I'm being honest. I think like he probably thinks Joshua needs to rebuild, and he does. So he's right. So he's probably like trying to like potentially drag it on a little bit so that it doesn't really happen. I don't really know the full story, but if I was at the end, I would want to throw Joshua in with fucking Tyson. Tyson's flying. He just destroyed Dylan White. Dylan White's a solid fighter. He just beat him easy. Joshua needs to get his confidence back. Like going in with Fury now would be purely about the money. Where Eddie's got probably wants to give Joshua a few fights to rebuild. I obviously don't know the ins and outs, but I have spoken to a few of Fury's team, what I know personally, and they've all said like, look, they want to fight badly, but they're just stalling. So there's always two sides to the story, isn't he? I don't know who's telling the truth, but from speaking to Fury's people and like if I with Fury to potentially get beef, which I think he would at this moment in time with the fight, it's the wrong time for him. He's just had a bad loss. His head weren't there. Fury's on flying. He's in the gym. He's looking good. I think it's a bad fight for Joshua now, and it's a good fight for Fury. Fury knows that. Fury thinks, you know what, he's at rock bottom comes now. I get him now while it's an easy fight. So at the end of smart fella, he probably thinks, you know what, we'll have Joshua 1 or 2 fights, then we go for it.
Well said. And when can we next see you? Even just at a show?
No, I mean, I want to go to that Eubank show. Matching swear me for tickets. Cheeky fuckers. They're saying that there's no tickets off them, and I was going to go to that. I wasn't going to Lee Wood against Lara, but they give me tickets for that one for now. I had to squeeze them out of Bella. But when Lee Wood's fight got called off, I thought, you know what, I'll just swear that one. So I had a little audience instead. I went to Portugal for like a few days with my girlfriend just to like let a bit of steam off.
Yeah. Well, you can do the media for us, and if you fancy, because you'll get more interviews than me.
How much are you paying? I don't think about it.
And it's great to see you, matey.
Me too, mate. I don't see you at the show, so you made a promise.
Top man. And you look after yourself, and all the best to the family, mate.
You too, mate. You too, mate. All the best.
Yeah, man.
See you later. Bye bye.